I've just come back out with the MPO3. Going to try the ballistics on this. I just had a comment when I shot the K this morning about the angle. The comment says I'm 10 degrees, around about 10 degrees down on the short target, so it's going to affect the ballistics. Well, I can't see that personally. Whether you're 10, 20, 30 degrees down, it shouldn't make no difference. It's just like if you're shooting up high, up on the hill, so you're shooting up. Most people I've seen, when they're shooting rats, they're on sticks. So the elevation of their rifle is pointing downwards. So, you know, I honestly can't see what the guy means by that. I wrote him back, I replied to him and saying, well, you know, tell me more, because I'm not quite sure in what he's saying, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm at short range again, and so I'm going to go for the top target. Now, I've got it back onto 7 yards, and I want to see what this one does, because the Krail K Zulus kept on changing from 7 to 5, so this range, let's come up 7. Now if I move it, and it's still 7. So I'm not quite sure what's happening to the Krail K. Right, okay, so I'm going to go for the middle of the bullseye, as I always do, and see where this shot goes. Yeah, it's true, my rifle is down, shooting downwards, because if you were shooting a rat, you'd be aiming on the floor anyway, you know what I mean? So I can't see what the guy is talking about, but let's hope it replies to what I'm saying. Right, centre of the bullseye. Now that's shot low. And that's the way the Krail shot at 7 yards, I think. At 5, was it 7 or 5 yards? So I've obviously got something wrong in the ballistics, I think. I'll take another shot at it. Centre of the bullseye again. And that's straight through the same hole. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a long shot. Right, you can see what the top target. Oh dear. The top target is what we done this morning with the Krail K, all in that pellet hole. So I'm going to come down to the next target, and I've got a streak of shades here. Okay, that's better. Right, I'm going to go for the centre of the ball. Oh, I've still got it on 7 yards. Dear me. Okay, let's turn that off. Yeah, and the reticle, as I turned it off, it's gone straight onto that mark, that pellet hole. Okay, we'll try it again. Right, we'll go for that pellet mark. Yeah, okay. We'll go for the crosshair. I think it's shooting low. No, it's not. Crosshair again. I don't know, it's on target, so it's possible it could be pellet, but go back to the bullseye on that pellet mark. Yeah, straight in. Now for the short range target, I think if I change the scope, the height of the scope, we'll see what that does. So I've got to turn this off. Now I might have to do this by the phone as well, and not just by, I don't know, another couple I think. So stop it. I'm going to come 283 and save it. So I'll come up 3 digits. Right, we'll range it again. And we're coming up for that crosshair here. And that's it. So from 2.45 inches scope height, 2.45, I've gone up to 2.83. We'll take another shot at that. Yeah, straight in that hole. Okay. Oh, not recording. That's the 2 shots I just took. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come up to this top crosshair. And there it is. I'll take another shot at it. And it's straight in the same hole. Right, okay, now we go for the long distance one. Okay, so we're at long distance now, and we're going to go for that crosshair here. And have I loaded? I don't know. No. Now this shouldn't affect. Oh. That would have done because I had it on rangefinder. Right. Oh. Right, now this shouldn't affect the long, the normal distance. See, that hasn't affected the normal distance. Go for that pellet hole again. Almost. And that was the last shot. The scope height and the ballistic coefficient is really important. I think because the ballistic coefficient is done by the app, and they must take it from the arms, whatever. So the only manual thing you got is your scope height, and you know, measuring that can be a little bit awkward sometimes. Now I've always had this rifle set at 2.45 and now it's set at 2.83. So that scope height is really, really important. So we're going to go back. We're going to go back to the short range. And as I say, this shouldn't make no difference to what angle you hold your rifle. So I'm not going to use, I can use the bottom bullseye, but I'm not going to. What I'm going to do is shoot. I've got 12 shots, so we're going to shoot the pellet holes. Okay, so that would be the first pellet hole there. Of course I've got to range it, otherwise. Okay. And that's straight in that pellet hole. We'll go for the top one. And that's straight in that pellet hole. We'll go for the side, right hand side one. That's straight in that pellet hole. That's straight in that pellet hole. Coming down. That's straight in that pellet hole. That's straight in that pellet hole. That's straight in that pellet hole. Now we'll take the bottom. Now we'll take the bullseye. And we'll retake the bottom. See what I mean? It makes no difference what angle you're shooting at. Now here, I think that's a bead. Of course, if you're shooting rats, you will be shooting down on the ground. You know, so I can't make out what that chap was saying. We'll go for the bottom target, centre. And that's almost centre. And that was the last shot. And really it all depends on pellets. Right, turn off the scope. So. You can't get, you know. Anyway, I'll just wait and see what that guy says, because I really don't understand what he's saying. Yeah. And of course, if you're shooting over your range with the ballistic calculator, you could be elevating your rifle up. You know, you're not going to have targets directly in eye line. You know what I mean? It's either going to be up or it's going to be down on the ground. Well, if you enjoyed the video, just give you a thumbs up, leave your comments, and I'll see you on another shoot. See you later. Bye.